Yeah, viewers, you are welcome back. Yes, so what you've seen now is that the snails has been crushed or been processed to harvest the blue water or the bluish water or the snail blood, whichever nomenclature you want to give to it. So here is the tool, that was used. Okay, just as you can see. So here it is. So it was used to, to hit the snail at the base, just as you can see, to hit it at the base. Then at the side, so you now pierce this iron from here, just to loosen the thread, of the snail meat. So then you now put this the edge of this iron, just as you can see, very sharp. So you place it here, okay, to now remove the snail meat. So that's what you have. Okay, so now I haven't done this now, so let me show you the snail blood or the bleach water that have been harvested so far from these snails. Okay, from these snails. So I'm gradually putting it down. Wow, can you see it? So here's the bleach water or the snail blood that's been harvested from these snails. Okay, so I haven't done this now, so this will now go through filtration. I'm sure you can see some little particles there. Okay, these particles will be filtered, so there'll be some chemistry here that will be done, so that's filtration. So we'll filter this. I haven't done that, then to be preserved. Okay, is either you use it as a liquid, or you oven dry it. Okay, so however the case may be, so is either you use it in liquid form this way, or you still process it further by drying it, with your oven, or however you want to dry it into powder. So here is a bleach water, or you call it snail blood. So it can be used on your on your body. You can mix it with your cream. You can of course, maybe at a later time we discuss more about how to go about this, and I can tell you that it is very lucrative, even though we've not been exploring it properly. We've not been harnessing this potential maximally here, but I can tell you that the advocacy is coming up gradually, and people are getting to know that snail farming is more than what they think it is. It goes beyond meat. There are a lot of value that can be added to this. Okay, can add so much value to this, and then the value chain is huge, is high. Just as I said earlier in the earlier video, another came for 20,000 worth of snails, which is what you are seeing here. So 20,000 worth of snails. So the other came. So now the meat will be harvested. Okay, it will be processed, because the other came in form of pepper snails. So it will be processed. Meanwhile, my snail shell, is still an added advantage. Well, as you can see some here. Okay, you can see it. You can see. Okay, I'm sure you can see this. So it will be harvested, so that can be used for calcium production. Okay, it can be used in calcium production. So meanwhile, here is a slime, or it does, if it were to be Achatina fulica, but in Achatina marginata, so you have the bluish water. So that's what you are seeing here. Okay, so meanwhile, the snail intestine, I don't waste it either. I throw it, for my ducks, duck, duck. So my dogs feed on those intestines. So it tells you that nothing waste in this whole exercise. Nothing is to be wasted, so everything has to be recycled, especially when you are practicing organic farming, just as we do here at Shubai Modupe Snails and November's farms. So what are you waiting for? So this shows that snail farming is really worth it. It's very lucrative because the value chain is huge. So when you're into snail farming, you can either be a snail farmer, that is breeding, you can be a snail vendor, you sell snail, you supply snails, then training, consultation, constructions, there are lots and lots of value chain that you can get from snail farming. Slime extraction is there, and before you know it, but it's not as easy as you think it is, because I've watched a lot of videos on the internet. They tell you when you have 100 snails or 1,000 snails, when they lay egg, all the eggs will hatch, and then you have 150,000 eggs, which will turn into snails. And when you sell the 150,000 snails, you're making so million. Sir, ma, it's not as easy as that. That's a blunt lie. Even human being dies. So when you have let's say 100 young snails, do you think those 100 young snails will grow to adulthood? That's a lie. That's a lie. So when you have 100 snails, young snails or ashlings, so you should expect some of them to die. It's natural. Some of them will, but lots of the video or article that I read online, you hear or you read, some of those writers telling you that when you have 100 snails, the 100 will lay egg 10 or this that, and they will just be calculating based on the number of eggs that that's been laid. How about some of the eggs that have not hatched? They won't tell you that. How about some of those hatchling that will die? They won't tell you that. So, sir, I won't lie to you. Snail farming is lucrative, yes, it is, but that is only when it is being done rightly. Either you are using intensive system or extensive system. I advocate for both, because our economy, really, you shouldn't wait until when you have a land, before you can go into snail farming. No, I disagree with that. So even with that little space, you can still start with trenches or with hutches. You can start small and then you grow big. I always advocate for that. You don't need to have the whole millions. Land. How many people owns land in Nigeria? Land is expensive, but if you can afford it, yes, do that and go extensive. Free range, yes. But if you can't afford that for now, that doesn't stop you from investing into snail farming. It doesn't stop you from making money from snail farming. It's just garbage in, garbage out. If you put in 10 naira, you get XYZ profit. If you put in 10 million, you get XYZ profit. So don't let anyone deceive you that until when you have a land, until when you build that gigantic snailery, before you can venture to snail farming. No, you can start at the back of your house. That's why I advocate for backyard farming. You can make millions even in backyard farming, snail farming. Okay, so meanwhile, as you are growing, you are expanding, and you get there. So from the stable of November's Farms, I remain Shubai Modupe Johnson, the CEO of November's Farm and Shubai Modupe Snails. Today, the 31st day of July, year 2023. I'm sure you'll be seeing more of our work, soon. But it's been a while that we've been on this channel, that we've uploaded some video or content. We've been very busy with some projects, and then that's why you've not really been seeing us as such. But I can promise you that very soon you'll be seeing some of our projects, some of our expansion. In fact, there's a very one that will be commencing very soon, very soon. So I will take you from the scratch, the bare land, how the construction is being done, this, that. So I will take you through so that you can watch, and then of course you can learn some certain things from there. Okay, so you can engage us for your services, snail farming and the rest. You can place your order for snails for events. If you want to start your snail farming, you can start. It can be of help and of service to you. So from the stable of Members Farms and Shoba Murukwe Snails, I remain my humble self, Shoba Murukwe Johnson. Bye for now.